Yo, what's going on, guys? Hope you guys had a fantastic day. If you're bullish, you probably had a fantastic day as well. Hope no one was trying to short all day because obviously we had one good pullback today, and that was earlier this morning, and then the rest was just straight up. And then obviously we had a little pullback end of day, but nothing crazy. Obviously very bullish candle here, big engulfing candle. Um, Looking for into tomorrow. Well, first we'll start off with obviously this morning. I didn't mention this, but we did have an 8-hour inverse here. Obviously, don't watch the 8 hour too much. Sometimes it offers very clean price action, right? But obviously that. But this morning video, I said there's the main thing I was watching was ES or NQ had already inversed this 4 hour overnight during London, and then we were attempting to push through this pre-market before New York session opened, and then we didn't inverse it, right? We remember I said we needed to watch and be careful because like we could just hit 50% and then come back down. I thought, oh, we got this, and then we got this huge wick down, this big rejection, obviously very bearish. Um, and then we never got to close over, right? And then I was like, oh, 50%. Well, now we need to come down and see if we come down to this 4 hour FVG. Maybe we hit this and then go back higher. But then after 10 o'clock hit, and then we started to displace back up through here. Once we started to displace up through here again, it tells you we're going to continue because otherwise, if we go back and take this high, there's no reason. Like we already did all the damage. This wick, it already did the damage here and everything else on the lower time frame. If it was going to go lower, it has no reason to come back to this high unless it's going back up to more highs, right? So that's just how you can kind of tell. Like it's kind of like that times like whenever we have our 10 o'clock reversal in the morning, like if we don't reverse at 10 o'clock and we just keep pushing to a new high of day, that's why you just kind of think, oh, it's going to be a trend day because something on the higher time frame is drawing price to it. Remember, this morning we had these equal highs from where were they? I don't know if they were on they were right here. They were on the 4 hour chart. Okay, so they were on the 4 hour chart, the hourly chart. And I said, well, if and I said if we start this pushing through here, I mean these are in play, right? Because we have nothing else to go for. These are equal highs, especially on the 4 hour chart, like a very strong draw. And obviously that's that's where we went, and you see we kind of pulled back from there now. Then I kind of showed you guys order blocks today too, like. This was the morning pullback right here. A lot of people were probably chasing here, chasing the equal highs. This is why it's so hard on trend day just to get in. Like you need to find an order block to where you can have you support price. Kind of like here, like we came down. Like these order blocks are just like fair value gaps. They like to be retested, tapped, and filled. So like just came up here. Everyone's probably chasing. Oh, we only got 20 points to go. It's free 20 points. Nope. Come down, tap into this 15-minute order block. This then turns into an in order block. When this one gets closed above right here, and then you see another order block here, close, supported, push a little higher, and then obviously we had our nice little pullback. That's nothing to be bearish about, I don't think. I do think on the higher time frame, uh, I mean, this is still very like look. You have one, two, three, 4 hour FVGs now that are going to need to be inverse before we even think about going back to these lows. Just very strong bullish candles here. But remember, it is NFP tomorrow. They could have ran this up here, take these highs, and then send it all the way back down. We got those CPI equal lows sitting down here at 15,555. Would be an absolutely crazy move if we go 500 points tomorrow, but it would not be the first time we've seen that either. So and remember, we got kind of have these relative equal lows down here, but I'm just gonna wait. I'll have the morning video out after NFP, and we'll see what kind of damage it does. But I mean, NFP could take us up here, and we hit this 16,200 again, and then come down. We couldn't even just take out 16,100, but I do think we're gonna keep on pushing for a yearly a new yearly high up here at that 264 mark here, at least on NQ. So overnight, honestly, there's nothing to really be watching. I mean, maybe this is gonna close it as a 4 hour, so look for maybe price to come back down into here, and then support price. But if this gets inverse, then we're probably coming down to this 4 hour FVG down here at 15 904. But we'll see what that looks like in the morning once we get 10 more hourly candles overnight. ES did not take 45.98 like we expected. You see, we got very close. It's honestly not the best sign since NQ took this high and ES didn't. So now we have an SMT where, oh, if it's not strong enough, we can, you know, then that might mean we have a reversal coming in store. But if ES pushes up through here, breaks this SMT, and NQ, already broke through it, NQ's pushing up through here, I think, we're just going to continue higher. And ES has that final target up here at 45.98. Let's get off the weekly chart here. You can see it's this daily high inside this daily fair value gap. And then remember, if we do push higher, ES has this daily volume imbalance sitting up here at 46.40 to also look out for. What else? So let's get off ES here. Same thing on ES. Just watch that 4-hour FEG tonight as well. That should be line up with NQs and kind of tell us what to look out for into tomorrow. One play we took today. Like I said, it's just a kind of a trend day, so it's hard to get in on trend days unless you get some kind of like bearish FEG down and then re-inverse it. Then you can long it. So we took this inverse here. You see, we got to close above. Took longs at 16.40 when we closed back above and got the retest. We were aiming for high of day, and see we didn't. We got it. Pretty simple play. We went to break even here. Thought maybe we could get a runner for a more, but it didn't happen. And then I said, well, let's watch this one and see if we can do it again. You see, we never got to close over. That's why we wait for the close over. We just came up to this 5 minute to reject it and then come back down, take all these lows, and then we'll see if we start to push back up in Asia and London hours tonight. Other than that, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. Quick check on DXY. Still rejecting that weekly FEG very, very nicely, so that's going to continue to be bullish for indices. I do think, let's see, you do see this is a daily order block, right? So DXY did bounce off of this today very, very nicely. So this is something that could also bring the markets down, something to pay attention to. But remember, we are delivering from a weekly FEG, but we're in the middle of a daily order block, so let's wait for one to show its cards, and then we'll know a little more about DXY in the coming days. So with that, look, YM doesn't really look the best here. It did have a 4-hour inverse here, so your Boomer futures contract is looking a little more bullish here. But with that, hope you guys have a fantastic evening, and we'll see you for the fireworks in the morning.